Hey guys, it's Comets here, and I firstly want to say thanks for the support. I mean, I started last year with like 50 subscribers, and now we're at 7,000. It's like, you lot are insane. I've been gone for like 3 months due to issues on like making, editing videos. But anyway, I'm not getting into that because now I'm back. We're going to be looking at TikTok icon, what everyone's been looking up to with pure inspiration in lockdown, I think clear to say. We're looking at that vegan teacher.
If you want help to be vegan, go to howdoigovegan.com. It's just so easy. Just go to howdoigovegan.com.
I mean, I think you get where this is going. Basically, this is probably the most preachiest vegan on the internet, which honestly is quite a hard spot to take. When you look at the rest, it's like a new vegan comes around every 2 or 3 years. Like, there was that Vegan Gains guy back in 2016. He was like a mad dude. And they consistently just get worse. And it must be like, it's like a rule to be the most annoying and in-your-face kind of person. And, well, I mean, quick disclaimer, obviously this is not about every single vegan, but anyway, let's look at some more clips.
Ah, yes, the old I need protein excuse. People will say almost anything to try to get out of changing their habits. Because the meat tastes so good, right? The cheese? I know.
Okay, I can't believe I've actually got to say this, but people who, need to eat meat for health issues should be allowed to. Like, this seems to drag into like a bigger issue that this woman has, and I'll talk about that in more depth later. But in short, she seems to have this like attitude where animals are just more important than humans, which is wrong. And while I don't know much about this protein deficiency thing, I can imagine it's damaging to this person's health if they just sort of ignore it. I mean, it don't take a doctor to find that out.
Nate, you little cutie patootie. I am not forcing you to be vegan. I am not literally forcing you to do anything. I am here minding my own business, doing my own little TikTok account. You can come and go. You can decide to block me. Literally forcing somebody is taking them and pinning them down. Like if I took you, okay, and I force this banana down your throat and push it down.
Okay, right, that is probably the worst analogy that I've ever heard. Like, that's a whole nother issue. I mean, well, I hope you aren't pinning people down and putting whatever in their mouth. There is still no doubt that you are the most forceful and preachiest vegan on the internet.
That's literally forcing you to be vegan. I'm not doing that, sweetheart, all right? You know who's literally forcing people to do things? It is the farmers and the abusers who are literally forcing the cows to be raped, holding them down, raping them.
I do not have enough time in my day to describe why this vegan's mental, okay? So I'm just going to move on, but one thing I will say is that this vegan is acting as if, she's trying to portray these farmers as being absolute psychopaths, okay? But they're really not. Like, they're just trying to keep their business open, because if they don't, well, they'll lose their entire job, won't they? So it's sadly the only way that they can keep their business running, really. And that's just the thing with it all. And she might say in a later TikTok, which I'm not going to review, about like how animals are not killed justly, but they are really. They're killed in the most humane way possible. Like, I've heard that they get these little electric pole things they tap on the head, and then they basically just die, and they don't really feel anything. Actually, no, that knocks them out, then they're killed later, but they just don't feel anything. So it's probably the most humane way to kill an animal, which some people say there's no humane way to kill an animal, but really they live a pretty good life. And also, it does depend on where you buy from, because, sure, there's some places if you buy from other countries, in a lot of other countries, it's like, I don't know, I don't know if it's a religious thing, but they, kill them in very unhumane ways, but you can literally just decide not to buy from them. A lot of local, if you buy from local farms, they're a lot better. So if you just pick where you're buying your meat from, then you'll just be fine. And I get that I've been talking for a while now, and I mean, I did say I wouldn't, but to combat her earlier point about how people are forcing her to stop being vegan and she had done nothing wrong, well, that's just not true, because, yeah, sure, she can be vegan. I don't really care. I mean, she can have her own opinions. She has her own choice, and it's fine for her to share those opinions. However, there's a difference between sharing an opinion and telling people that, and I quote, vegan because I give a shit, do you? I mean, that's just full propaganda mode right there. That doesn't sound like an opinion to me, and even on one occasion, she shamed a black guy to be vegan, and her reason for this is basically that black people have been oppressed for years, but so have animals, because they're being killed constantly, and so it's hypocritical for black people to go to BLM marches if they're not vegan, which is moronic, as once again, animals are not more important than human beings, because, well, we are more intelligent, there is no other way around it, and also, I don't think this woman is racist, okay? You see, I think she says anything she can to become relevant, so people talk about her, which I guess is working because she's been going viral these past months, and loads of people making a video on her, even me. And I'll show you the clip where she's shaming this random dude.
Hey. For fun, I went to your profile and noticed that you have dark skin. Maybe you call yourself black. Do you know what I did when George Floyd died? I bawled my eyes out. I cried like crazy. Do you know how many Black Lives Matter protests I've been to? Do you know how your ancestors were treated? Enslaved, raped, and murdered? Do you not know what they do to the animals right now in the industry? It would be great, even if you're not saving the animals, and if you don't give a shit about anyone but yourself, you at least don't make it worse for people like me who are trying.
Honestly, that video speaks for itself, really. She's even trying to act like she's the victim here, and I feel like, honestly, I've covered everything that's wrong with her. I mean, if any of you guys have any suggestions on what I really missed out, you can put that in the comments or just generally spread them around, because I know it's a bit of a cringy thing to say, but I would say that vegan teacher needs to be stopped, okay? Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this. It was basically just an 8-minute rant, and I'll catch you in the next one.